there are all sorts of things that nutrition can do to support training adaptations, performance, and so on. But specifically sleep, Shona, what's the link between nutrition and sleep?
Yeah, so the theory around, there's a couple of different theories linking nutrition to sleep, but one of the main earliest theories was that the central fatigue hypothesis that we've all sort of heard about, and that if you optimize your free tryptophan to large neutral amino acid ratio, you can convert that through the blood-brain barrier. That converts to serotonin. Serotonin converts to melatonin. So there's been this kind of theory that if you might be able to manipulate your carbohydrate or your sort of tryptophan concentrations in your diet, that might lead to increased production of serotonin and melatonin. Also, we know that blood-brain glucose metabolism, it's like that's what sleep's all about. Like the brain, sleep and glucose metabolism in the brain are just incredibly closely linked. So there's been infusion studies and they just show this really close relationship between the brain glucose metabolism, blood glucose and sleep stages. So really closely linked. So the sleep and carbohydrate is actually really important. And if you have reduced brain glucose, you see sleep fragmentation. So we've got a bit of information that carbohydrate's actually important. We've got a little bit of information that if you manipulate carbohydrate and protein, you may be able to influence sleep. But then the next step is there's been studies that have just looked at overall diet. So how much carbohydrate, how much protein, how much fat, basically are you a healthy diet or not? And looking at how these people sleep, healthy diets versus sort of non-healthy diets. And there's definitely a relationship there between healthier diets and better sleepers. So it's all kind of, it's a bit hit and miss. There's not a huge amount of research. Everyone uses different protocols, different carbohydrates, different dosages, different times pre-sleep that it's given. But there's probably enough there for us to think there's something here. We can potentially manipulate sleep by manipulating nutrition, but it's very, very early days.